Welcome back to the channel. We are back today with another video. Today we're doing something a little different. I've been wanting to do this video for a little while now. I have the opportunity now that the Mega September event is all over. We have a little bit of a break here before the next event starts, so I want to fit this video in now that I have some time. Today we are going over my 25 top most wanted shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. There are a bunch of shinies out there that I still don't have that I've been chasing down for a long time. Some of these shinies are pretty rare. Some of them you can only hatch out of eggs. Some of them are only available through field research. Some are only available through raids and battles and stuff like that. So today we are going to go over the top 25 shiny Pokemon that I want to get into my collection. We are going to try to encounter as many of these as possible. I know some of these we're not going to be able to because we could only hatch them and stuff like that, so we can't really control that. But the ones that do spawn, we are going to try to encounter as many of these as we could and try to check some of these off the list as we go. So we are going to get right into this video. Before we get into the top 25, I do have 4 honorable mentions that didn't quite make the list of 25. I didn't really know where to put these guys, so I'm just going to leave them out of the list and include them as honorable mentions. The very first one is going to be this one right here. Metatite. I was able to encounter one yesterday. I was driving, so I just screen recorded. I didn't have time to stop and catch it. Metatite is one that I've been wanting for a while. It is a red shiny. It's a good looking shiny, so I definitely want this one. This is going to be the first honorable mention on my list. Number 2, I wasn't able to encounter this one. This one's going to be really tough to get, but number 2 on the honorable mention list is that guy right there. Shuckle, the blue Shuckle. I really want that one. Let me know if you have any of these in my list right here, but Shuckle is definitely one that I've been after for a while. This one is probably common for a lot of you guys, but Totodile is one that I do not have yet. I missed out on the community day, so I don't have that one in the bag. I definitely want myself a shiny Totodile, and I haven't been able to get this one right here. This crazy Pokemon has been avoiding me for a long time. It's going to be this one right here, Shiny Zubat. I know it had a Spotlight Hour recently. I wasn't able to get the shiny during the Spotlight Hour either. So those are the top 4 honorable mentions that didn't quite make the list. Let me know if you have any of those 4 Pokemon. But with that being said, let's get into my top 25 most wanted shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And starting off with number 25, honestly, this one probably should have been a lot lower, only because I'm a huge Christmas fan. I love Christmas, everything that has to do with Christmas. I really want this guy right here, man. I was grinding hard for this one during the last Christmas event. It's none other than Shiny Stantler, and I think the Shiny Stantler had the bells as well. So this one I really want, man. I wasn't able to encounter. I know there's no nest out there right now. This one will come back during the Christmas season, so I'm going to have to wait a couple months before I can encounter Shiny Stantler. But I know I'm going to get it at some point, so I'm not too worried. That was number 25. Let's get into shiny Pokemon number 24. And here we go on Pokemon number 24. This one right here has actually been in a couple of the recent events. It was just in the bug event. I didn't catch it before, and I missed out when it came out during the bug event. This one is going to be Shiny Pincer. I still haven't been able to get this one, man. Shiny Pincer is a nice looking shiny, but we are not going to get this thing today. Shiny Pincer is going to have to wait for another day. This next one on our list is actually a fairly new shiny Pokemon released in Pokemon Go. I think this one got released a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago during the Safari Zone. This one is available in the wild and in field research tasks. I actually have a task right here in front of me. This task is make 5 nice throws, which is going to reward us with a Voltorb, which is the next shiny on our list, Shiny Voltorb. Let's see if we can get this one today. Voltorb, come on. Not going to sparkle for us. This one's 411. The shiny Voltorb is like a blue. It has blue on top, so it is a really good looking shiny. This one is not going to happen for us. Let's move on to the next one on our list. Coming in at the number 22 spot is going to be Croagunk. Croagunk is a teal shiny, and when it evolves into the next stage, it's a really good looking shiny. Haven't been able to get this one here, so Croagunk is one that I really want. That one comes in at number 22. I had to encounter this one earlier in the day. I wasn't able to find one, so I just screen recorded. Obviously that Croagunk right there wasn't shiny, so I'm still on the hunt for Croagunk. Let's move on to shiny number 21. Number 21. Number 21, this one right here is, for me at least, a pretty rare Pokemon to spot in the wild unless there's some type of event going on. This one is a goldish shiny as well, so you can tell a lot of these on my list are like the gold green type of shinies. Number 21 on my list is going to be Driftloon. I wasn't able to encounter any of these, but Driftloon is the number 21 Pokemon on my list. I really want this shiny. Let me know if you guys have a shiny Driftloon. I'll most likely have to wait until another event comes out because, again, I barely see these things in the wild. So Driftloon, number 21. Let's move on to number 20. And for Pokemon number 20, this one is going to be something you could only get from the Team Go Rocket Grunts. More specifically, you can only get this one right here from team leader Arlo, which I do have right here in front of me. We got Arlo down to the very last Pokemon here. We are going after Shadow Shiny Pineco, which I don't have yet. The only Shadow Shiny that I have so far is Lapras. So let's see if we can get our Shiny Pineco out of this grunt right here. Let's go ahead and get through this screen. For shiny number 20 on my list, let's go ahead and check this off. 3, 2, 1. Still not going to be shiny. This one is 222 CP. Let's move on to shiny number 19. All right, we didn't get the shiny Pineco, but here's the next Pokemon on our list. This one right here, I don't have the baby stage either. I'm definitely wanting this one right here. Been chasing this one again for a while. This one is going to be shiny Pseudowudo. We have one right here in front of us. This one is still not going to be shiny. This one is tough, man. This one is tough. This one's had a lot of events as well. It had the event for the Bonsly where you can actually hatch it. I didn't get that one either. Let me know if you guys have a shiny Pseudowudo. This one has been really, really tough for me to get. Still no shiny on the Pseudowudo. I don't know which one on my list I'm gonna be able to get today. It's not going to be Pseudowudo. Let's move on to shiny number 18. Coming in at the number 18 spot, this Pokemon right here was recently in an event. I think it was the bug event. This one is a red shiny. The original form is blue, so this one is completely different. This red shiny right here coming in at the number 18 spot is going to be Skiropi. Skiropi's been on my radar for a while now. I wasn't able to get it during the bug event. I haven't been able to encounter it here today, but that is number 18 on my list. Let's move on to number 17. This one right here is another Community Day Pokemon and another Community Day that I missed out on. Coming in at the number 17 spot, you probably have a bunch of these. I still have 0 of these shinies. I haven't been able to encounter one of these either. This one is going to be shiny Bagon. I really want that shiny Bagon to evolve up to Salamence. So I'm still on the hunt for this Bagon, man. I missed a Community Day. I know they're probably gonna come back with another in December with a Community Day of all the Pokemon, so I might be able to get it there if they do release Bagon. But still no Bagon to this very day. Hopefully I'll get it soon. But let's move on to shiny number 16. And we have our next Pokemon right here in front of us. Number 16 on the list is going to be shiny Teddy Ursa. Here he is right here. I just found him while driving by. Had to pull over and check this guy. Let's see if this was going to be worth it. Teddy Ursa, still not gonna be shiny. This one is 297 CP. This one is definitely a hard shiny to get. I don't see actually too many of them unless there is some type of event or something like that. But that was shiny number 16 on my list, shiny Teddy Ursa. Not gonna be shiny for us today. Let's move on to shiny number 15. And coming in at number 15, this is another newly released shiny Pokemon right here. This one actually got released in August for the Unova Week event that we had going on. This little guy right here has been tough to get. I have been seeing a lot of them, but still no shiny. This one is going to be shiny Roggenrola. I want this shiny Roggenrola especially for shiny Gigalith. Shiny Gigalith is a beast and it's a dope looking shiny. So shiny Roggenrola comes in at the number 15 spot. I did encounter one earlier. Wasn't shiny on this one. Again, I have been seeing a lot of these everywhere, so I know I will have some more opportunities. But no shiny today on Roggenrola. This next Pokemon on my list right here actually had a community day. So I know a lot of you guys have this one right here, but I'm not sure what I did during this community day, but I did not participate in it. So I still don't have this shiny. This one is available obviously in the wild. It is available in eggs and in field research. We actually have 2 tasks that we could check off right here to try to get this shiny. This shiny right here is going to be shiny Beldum. Still don't have a shiny Beldum. I want it because that shiny Metagross looks like a straight beast. So we are gonna check off these 2 tasks right here on top. This one is going to give us a Beldum check. Let's see if we can get the shiny today. Beldum check number 1 is going to be not shiny. And shiny check number 2 on Beldum. Please. Man, still no shiny Beldum. Not gonna happen today. Let's move on to the next Pokemon on our list. This next one came in at number 13, but honestly, it probably should be higher up in the list, closer to the bottom, maybe 5 or top 10 Pokemon. I love the way the shiny looks. I still haven't been able to secure this one. It's going to be none other than Drowsy. Man, I want this one so bad, man. I think it's like a pink looking shiny, right? So yeah, I've been chasing that one for a while. Still not going to shine for us today. Again, that was shiny number 13 on my list. Drowsy, not going to be shiny for us today. Let's move on to shiny number 12. And number 12 on my list here. It's probably not going to be that special to you guys. Some of you might have a lot of these. They're kind of common. But for me, I have not been able to get one of these shinies here. It's on the screen now. Number 12 on my list is going to be Execute. I really like how this shiny looks. I like those different looking shinies. So let's see if we can check this one off. Not going to be shiny, so I'm still gonna be hunting this guy down. You're gonna tell that a lot of these shinies on my list are ones that look completely different. For example, I know right now we have Zapdos out in raids. Although I do want the shiny Zapdos, I'm not too excited because it doesn't look that different to me. I really like these shinies that look completely different from the original form. So that was number 12 on my list, not going to be shiny. Let's move on to shiny number 11. In the number 11 spot is going to be a blue shiny. This one I want only because of the color and how cool it looks. It's not really too useful in the game. I haven't been able to find one of these either. This one is going to be shiny Psyduck. I know this one's pretty rare. Let me know if you have one of these. I don't know too many people out there with a shiny Psyduck. Let me know if you have one for sure, but shiny Psyduck is the number 11 Pokemon on my list. With that out of the way, we're now into the top 10 Pokemon on my shiny wish list. Let's move on to number 10. And for shiny number 10, this one is super, super rare. Let me know for sure if you guys have one of these. As far as I know, the only way to get this is through a special research task, which is throw 5 great curveball throws in a row. You probably guessed it, it's going to be Spinda. I do have a Spinda quest here that I want to go ahead and check off. Let's go ahead and check this one off for a shiny Spinda. This one, oh man, still not going to be shiny. 493, I think 521 or something like that is 100. But again, we're here for the shiny, not for the 100%. Number 10, again on my list, was Spinda. Not shiny on this one. Let's move on to number 9. I had my chance on this one, man. I had my chance at GoFest. I wasn't able to get it. I clicked on so many of these things. Wasn't able to secure this one. This one is a green shiny. Can you guess which one it is? Green shiny at GoFest. This one is going to be Shiny Tangela. Shiny Tangela, man, I want this one so bad, especially when it evolves into Tangrowth. This thing looks really good, man. So Shiny Tangela coming in at the number 9 spot. Again, let me know if you have one of these. I haven't been lucky enough to get one. These are super rare unless they are part of an event. So Shiny Tangela coming in at number 9. Let's go ahead and move on to number 8. This next Pokemon right here is one that I've been after for a long time. I know some of you guys have had a hard time getting this one too. This one is going to be Shiny Shanks. I know a lot of people who have done hundreds of these raids and not been able to get a Shiny Shanks. We're taking down this raid right here. Let's see if this one right here could be our shiny. Get through this screen here and let's go ahead and check this Shanks. Not gonna happen today. This next Pokemon right here is an extremely hard one to get. You can only get this one through raids and in egg hatches. This one is going to be Absol right here. We are in front of a raid right now. We're about to take this Absol down. This one is a red shiny, so this one is a nice shiny right here. Probably should have been in the top 3 just because how hard this thing is to get. But we are about to check this thing out right now. All right, we took Absol down here. Just for the heck of it, 1443 is 100. Let's go ahead and see what this CP is going to be. 1420, so it's going to be pretty decent, especially if it's a shiny. Let's go ahead and check it here for this red shiny. Coming down to the end of our list, let's see if we can check something off today. 22 balls, and it is still not going to be shiny. This one is 1420 again, and 1420 is going to be not the greatest CP there. Not shiny on Absol. Moving on to the next Pokemon in the list. And moving on to number 6 on my shiny list right here is going to be this one right here. Something I've been chasing after for a long time. Is going to be Timber. Still looking for the shiny one of these. We just pulled up to a raid here, so let's see if I can go ahead and check this thing off the list today. 749 is going to be a 98%. 751 is 100. Imagine getting a 98% shiny Timber right now. Let's go ahead and check this off here. Again, this is shiny number 6 on my wish list. Let's go ahead and check this off right now in 3, 2, 1. Can we get a 98% shiny? No, not gonna be shiny, but it is a 98%. Down he goes. Let's go ahead and check IVs. This should be a 98%. That's my second 98%, I think. 15, 15, 14. But we're really here for the shiny. That one is not going to be a shiny. Let's move on to number 5. We are now down to the top 5 most wanted shinies in Pokemon Go. Right here is a Pokemon I've been after for a while. I know I say that about a lot of these, but this Pokemon right here is a straight beast. One of the top attackers in his class in the game. I definitely want this shiny. Not only it's a good looking shiny, but it is really good in the game. So let's go ahead and see if we can check this one off the list today. This one is available in the wild and in research task right here. The shiny in the number 5 spot is going to be Larvitar. This one is not going to be shiny again. 432 CP. This one is going to be halfway decent, but it did not sparkle for us. This one is not shiny. We're coming down to the end of our list. Let's move on to shiny number 4. All right, number 4. These next 2 Pokemon right here are crazy hard to get. Number 4 is one that you can only hatch out of eggs. As far as I know, you can only hatch them. They're not in the wild. Number 4 is going to be Shiny Riolu, man. Shiny Riolu is an extremely hard one to get. I only have like 1 or 2 Riolus, just the regular forms, not the shiny. So these are extremely rare, man. Let me know if you have a shiny Riolu. This is one that I've been wanting for a long time. Again, I know I say that about all of these, but that's why these are all in the top 25. I'm gonna keep grinding for this guy until I get it. But shiny Riolu, number 4. Let's move on to shiny number 3. And we have reached the top 3 shinies on my list. Before we do this, go ahead and drop in the comments. Let me know what you think the top 3 Pokemon are going to be. Some of these might surprise you, but go ahead and drop in the comments what do you think the top 3 are. We are at number 3. This one right here is gonna be really, really hard to encounter. This one is, I think it's super rare in the wild. I think it could be encountered in the wild. This one is a newly released shiny. This one is available in eggs as well. We do have a couple of 10K eggs hatching here. Again, the chances of getting this thing are, I don't know, 0.00 something crazy. I've only seen 1 or 2 people with this shiny, but we have some eggs hatching here. Let's just go ahead and record it just in case. This shiny right here in the number 3 spot is going to be Shiny Dino, man. Shiny Dino is obviously one that everybody out there wants. I know you're probably thinking it should be up there in the number 1 or 2 spot. This one is a Shanks. Not going to be shiny on the Shanks. And we have 1 more 10K egg hatching here. Should be popping off here in a second. And here it is right here. Could we get the shiny Dino? I know that's a lot to ask for. Another Shanks, man. 2 Shanks back to back, not going to be shiny. Not going to get the Dino today. Who knows when I'm going to get that thing. Let me know in the comments if you have a shiny Dino. I know these things are super rare. But that was number 3. Let's move on to our top 2 Pokemon on my shiny list. And we have reached Pokemon number 2 on my shiny list right here. Even though this one is pretty common, I wasn't able to find this one. I had a hard time finding it today, but here it is. We finally have it here in front of us. This is probably gonna be a big surprise to some of you guys, but this one right here is one of my favorite shinies in the game. It is going to be shiny Arcanine. This thing is a gold shiny, and then when it evolves to Arcanine, it looks dope, man. So this one right here is a shiny I really, really want. But let's go ahead and click on this thing. Let's see if we can get the shiny. It's not gonna be shiny for us. We are going to keep this list going though. We do have 1 more to go on our list. Let me know what you think number 1 is going to be. Without further ado, let's get into it right now. And we have made it to the very end. Before I reveal this one, drop in the comments what you think the number 1 Pokemon is. I know before you saw this, you were probably thinking Dino, Riolu, something rare like that. You're probably wondering what is left on this list. This one might not be too special to you, but for me, man, I've been trying to get this one so bad, not only because it's a really good looking shiny, it's one of the most used Pokemon in the game. I know I use this thing a lot for everything. It's pretty universal. You can use it in a lot of battles. You can use it in PvP. You can use it against Team Rocket grunts. So many different ways you can use this thing. It's a green shiny. This thing stays green throughout the whole evolution. If you haven't guessed it by now, this one is going to be Shiny Machop, man. Shiny Machop. I was able to encounter this one earlier. Again, I was driving, so I just had a screen record. Clicked on this thing, hoping it was my first shiny Machop. Obviously, this one is not shiny, but that is my number 1 shiny Pokemon that I'm chasing after since day 1 that it came out. Still haven't been able to get this one. When I do get it, this thing is gonna hold a special place in my heart, man. I really want this one. So that is going to do it. We have reached the end of our 25 most wanted shinies in Pokemon Go. Let me know if any of these picks surprised you, which ones you would have put in the top 3. Also, let me know in the comments your 3 to 5 top Pokemon that you are searching for in Pokemon Go. I'm kind of curious to see what your list looks like. But that's going to do it for our top 25. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it and putting this thing together. That is going to do it. Leave any comments or feedback in the comment section below. Go ahead and drop a like if you haven't liked this one yet. go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.